Dr. Atrey Nihar Chandra, and today we are going to talk about stress and why it is increasing every day, and how do you know that you're stressed out, and what are the basic, simple, everyday things which you can do to remove stress from your life. Alright, so coming into the part, how do you know that you're stressed out? There are times people don't even know that they are stressed out. One is you get a lot of hair fall. So if you are getting premature graying matlab people below 30 who are getting grey hair, that is premature graying. People above 30, it is normal to get grey hair if your iron, B12 or folic acid levels are low. Alright, so if you are below 30 and you are getting grey hairs, then yes, you are stressed out. If you are somebody who's losing a lot of hair, then yes, you are stressed out. If you are somebody who's not able to sleep at night and you find yourself hyperactive at night, and you see that 1:30 baj gaye raat ke and you can run, jog, everything, but you don't want to sleep, then you might like to calm yourself down, because that becomes an hyperactivity. So it's definitely stress. Other point is, if you are constipated, if you are all getting frequent headaches, migraines and constipation, then yes, there is a certain amount of stress in the body. Alright, so stress can be categorized into multiple subdivisions, but majorly it can be upar se on a broader terms, can be called in terms of physical stress and mental stress. Now when the lockdown happened, and we all are pretty used to working outside and we are not used to working at home, right? We all have domestic helps, जहाँ पे बर्तन वाली आ रही है, झाड़ू पोछा वाली आ रही है, cook आ रहा है, and you have to do your office work also, or you have to handle kids. So suddenly the level of work increases when you come into a routine where either it causes same routine or fatigue or overwork. It does increase stress in your life. So when a physical activity increases or a mental activity increases and it is beyond your time and you are getting burned out or exhausted mentally or physically, it does cause stress on the body. Alright, second point, mental stress. Even a small thing can cause us stress. Like in India, we are people who love to live down to earth, and we are not people who give compliments very easily, and we are not good in taking compliments also. So saying I look pretty in the mirror takes a lot of time and effort, and if somebody tells you that you are looking pretty, you really don't know how to react, right? Because it sounds like, oh, I look pretty, types, है ना? So, and there are times I have heard or I have seen when people say that I look so pretty, I look so fit. A lot of people find the other person बहुत arrogant types, है ना? So we are not very good in taking compliments, and we always feel that I can look better. Okay, so look is causing a lot of stress these days, where people are not happy with the texture of hair they have, or the skin they have, or the figure they have. They just want it to get better. Perfection causes stress. Alright, now this perfection can be a job perfection, it can be your mother perfection, it can be your beauty perfection. 90% of the time when I'm treating a patient, the problem is they want to do it perfectly. Diet क्यों नहीं फॉलो हो रहा है? क्योंकि मैं ना परफेक्टली करना चाहती हूँ और वो परफेक्टली नहीं हो पा रहा है, बिकॉज मेरे पास रूटीन के लिए टाइम नहीं है. हम लोग जितना हो रहा है उतना ही कर ले मेरी माँ. So that situation comes because everybody is looking to do a perfection. Perfection is not possible. If you are a mother, good enough is good. Okay, as long as you are doing task good enough and you are able to complete it, it is good. 10 minutes late chalega, but at least you showed up. Okay, now suppose I came here today and I was 15 minutes late. Anyways, I was half an hour late. On top of it, I was 15 minutes late. Now if I was a perfectionist, I would have cribbed and cried how bad I am as a person because I was not on time when I had committed at 11 o'clock in the morning. Right? Now, because I'm a good enough person, I'm happy that I showed up and I could actually do the video. right? So problem is everybody wants to do their job the best. Now there are perfection standards where either you want to be perfect for your husband, or you want to be perfect for your children, or people come and tell you are not a good mother because you have not done this. So we want to be perfect for society. When you are not able to meet expectation of other people, you start setting standards for expectation for yourself. Okay, and those expectation barriers are so high that your height might be even shorter to reach there. You know? So that is where a lot of stress gets created, where your expectation and your day-to-day activity don't match up. Reality doesn't match up. So how do we tackle stress? What are the basic steps which I tell my patients or which I do to reduce stress? Okay, one is make sure your vitamin D, iron and B12 are good. Now when I say good, it should be meeting above the standards. Like for example, vitamin D is toxic at 100, okay, and your vitamin D is 25, है ना? So what happened? Suppose there was 100 marks ka exam and you got 25 out of it. Would you be happy? No, na? You're a perfectionist. So you will require to score higher, है ना? So when it comes to vitamins, the higher it is, the better it is. When you read a medical report, see that your organ health are on the lower side, and your parameter wise, if your vitamin D is 100 as a maximum limit in the report, then your vitamin D can be 65-70 so that you can function better. When vitamin D is less, there are a lot of side effects which happen in a person. One, anxiety gets triggered. Two, you will have insomnia. 3, you will have indigestion. 4, you will feel bloated. 5, you will find it difficult to remember stuff. Okay. 6, thing which might take 5 minutes, it might become 10 minutes for you. There are a lot of other side effects. You can Google, you can read about them online. Similarly, B12. If B12 is low, your blood circulation does come down. It also affects your cholesterol levels. At the same time, it triggers mood swings. That's where when menstrual cycle takes place, before menstrual cycle, people do get mood swings a lot because blood purification, blood circulation, everything gets affected. So if you are somebody who's getting constant mood swings, you might like to check your B12 levels. Suddenly, if you feel you are very angry on one thing and you really don't know what to do about it, you might like to see your B12. Not, it is not a person who's a bad person. Everything is practically a chemical jhol-jhal in the body. So mind manifest, body manifest. So if you're feeling that you're somebody who is mentally struggling, or if you feel that that person is very angry as a person, or that person is extremely emotional as a person, in those cases, you might like to check their full body reports, you might like to check their vitamin levels to figure out if there is something internally going wrong in terms of their organs or their vitals, which might be affecting their mental health also. It's a vice versa. Mental health affected, physical health gets affected. Both depend on each other. Okay. Similarly, if your iron levels are low, you will be always tired, you will be exhausted. Folic acid is low, you will get hair fall. So you might like to check your vitamins and minerals if you feel that you are stressed out. Alright. Second is, you might like to develop a spiritual habit. Spirituality works. It can be scientific, it can be non-scientific. If you believe in God, you can go ahead with God stuff. If you don't believe in God, you can definitely go ahead with positive thinking, affirmations, positive suggestions, listening to Yog Nidra audios, listening to affirmation audios before you go to sleep. You can also practice yoga, meditation, chanting to reduce the stress aspect of your life. Physically, walking works very well. Okay, if you are upset or angry and you think that you are not able to move, then don't exercise. You can just basically go for a simple walk. A simple walk will make you feel lighter. It will improve your focus. Alright. Third is, stress is a habit. Okay. There are times when I'm working with patients and their vitamin D is amazing, they have lost weight, their iron B12 is amazing, but still they are stressed out. And I'm looking at their medical report and I'm like, there is no reason to be stressed keeping your medical parameters and the way they are. Now that is where counseling comes into picture, where you might like to consult a counselor or a psychologist or get into happiness courses where people will teach you how to meditate or think one thing at a time, or where people will teach you the practices of letting go. Forgetting is not letting go, or ignoring is not letting go. That there are times it gets into subconscious mind. There are times issues which have happened 15-20 years back that also causes stress, and that affects the weight loss, that affects the craving also. For example, I had a patient. She got physically abused by her uncle when she was 16. Okay, she came to me for weight loss last year, and she was 120 kgs. We lost 10 kilos in 3 months, and we were struggling to lose weight. I was thinking that whatever I do with her might not be working with her, because she should have been losing more or she should be better. And we kept on talking, counseling, but she would never tell me deepest of her things. We will work at a very superficial level, that is, I'll tell her to write affirmations or write about what she wants or how the goals she wants to achieve. This year, January, she wrote me a long message and told me that, when now she is around, she would be watching this, I'll share this with her anyways. She's now 52, she has 2 daughters, and the guy who abused her when she was 16, he looked at her daughters the same way, the way he used to look at her. And this was the first time she practically became vocal about it. Okay, she spoke out, she shouted in front of the family saying that I don't want this guy around my kids, or I don't want this guy around my house, because her daughters are of the same age. And imagine that guy, now he is like an aged Buddha who's almost about to die and still has the same way of reacting. Now this was something which happened so many years back, but this was something which affected her subconsciously so deeply that it did affect her self-confidence, it did affect her mindset, it did affect her in many manners. So stress doesn't need to be something which you are constantly thinking. It can be an incident which would have kept a big mark on you, where you are not able to move forward. That's where counseling is a very underrated aspect in India, but everybody should go for a counseling if you have been through a trauma. Okay, this can be losing a parent, if your father passes away or mother passes away. You just can't wait for that grief to go away, right? It doesn't go away. You have to learn to deal with it, and that is where you need help from people. So go for counseling, take spiritual help. You can also do physical activity in terms of eating healthy, getting a blood test done, fixing your vitamins and minerals. Other aspect is dehydration. If you have somebody who has got into the habit of constantly thinking something, it's in the head now, so this becomes hot. As a result, you lose a lot of hair. That is where the dryness in the skin also comes, dryness in the hair also comes. If you are facing skin and hair dryness, you might like to increase your water intake. है ना? Dehydration level higher होता है when you are thinking a lot. Okay, the easy way to improve or reduce the physical impact of the stress is inculcate fruits and vegetables in your diet, because they have water content into it. I suggest people to drink coconut water whenever they are stressed out. थोड़े बाल तो बच जाएंगे सर पे, जाके एक coconut water पी ले. There are times people come, they crib and cry me at the clinic, and I'm like, okay, चलो साथ में जाके coconut water पीते हैं. At least I'll make sure that the person had coconut water with them. Okay, or eat watermelon. At least you will burp out. If you eat watermelon constantly, you will burp out. So that will make you feel physically better. Okay, so inculcate fruits, inculcate vegetables. 3 cups of fruits and 2 cups of vegetables are needed consistently in a day to function like a normal human being. At least बाल बचाने के लिए, है ना? So please make sure that you inculcate the above habits. If you have any questions, regarding stress and food, you can comment on the post. Last thing, stiffness. If you are physically stiff, see, stress affects a person. Stiffness comes when a person is extremely stressed out. Okay, if you are somebody who's not able to bend forward or backwards, or there pelvic stiffness, you might like to see what have you caused to get that. Physical stiffness is an outcome of your mental stress. Alright, thank you, bye.